We welcome you live to CSI Gymnasium on the campus of the College of Southern Idaho here in Twin Falls. Mike Christensen here alongside our camera operator Parker Paul, and it's the season opener tonight for the CSI men's basketball team as the 10th ranked Golden Eagles host the Yavapai Rough Riders as part of the Idaho Central Credit Union Invitational. Earlier tonight, number 24 Lee College out of Texas beat Northwest College out of Wyoming 96-83. CSI will face Northwest Friday night and then wrap up the three-day invitational Saturday against the Navigators of Lee. But tonight, it's the Rough Riders of Yavapai out of Prescott, Arizona. First-year head coach Kevon Davis. CSI, meanwhile, returns 4 players from last year's squad, a team that went undefeated in the regular season and spent much of the year ranked number 1 in the country. The quartet of returners is joined by a great influx of transfers and freshmen as Coach Jeff Reiner has reloaded yet again. But this new group has been hindered by health. Mono has gone through several players on the team in the preseason. They have a couple players trying to come back from off-season surgery and injuries, others who have been hindered with injury in the preseason. And not one time in preseason practice has Coach Reiner and his staff had their full collection of players available to practice. Not a single time, and they're without a couple guys again tonight. We'll take a short break. We'll be back with thoughts from the coach and the opener, starting lineups and more here on the Scenic West Athletic Network.
Fishers has been the most proactive team that we've worked with in making sure that our technology needs are met. Before Fishers, we had a lot of different vendors for our phones, IT, printers, and now that we've been with Fishers, it's been much easier to deal with issues and get us up to speed. They're very upfront and honest about what the charges are, what the expectations are. They've done what they've said they would do, and in the time frame and at the cost they said they would do it. And once we realized how their team works and is as proactive as they are, it's been a great process, and I wish we would have done it sooner.
My name is Angie, and I smoked for 25 years before I finally quit. Honest attempts, I would have to say at least a dozen. I've smoked all my daughter's life. Even said that she'd give up her birthday presents if I quit, and that broke my heart. I don't feel like I have that ugliness tethered to me anymore, and the only way to get rid of it is to go through some discomfort for a little while, and trust me, the discomfort is completely worth it. Call 1-800-QUIT-NOW or visit projectfilter.org.
And welcome back to the College of Southern Idaho pregame show here. Mike Christensen with you as we get ready to tip off a new season of basketball for the CSI Golden Eagles. They were number 1 in the nation, undefeated 29-0 in the regular season last year, and then lost in the region tournament, ended up losing in their first game back at Nationals in Hutchinson, Kansas. But the Golden Eagles are back with a lot of new faces. I talked to fifth-year CSI head coach Jeff Reiner to preview tonight's game and the start of the new season. Here is that conversation with the coach. Coach Reiner, season opener, new season tonight, a lot of new faces for your team. Talk to me about this opportunity tonight to take the floor.
Well, you know, it feels like a long time since we played last. And whole new team, whole different thing. We have 4 returners that are experienced and know what we do, and they've really helped. But the new talent is fun and exciting. A great group of guys. We've been sick a little bit with Mono, and a couple guys, Walker Timmy and Jordan Hamilton, have been hurt. They're back, probably not 100%, but we'll give it a go.
As you look forward to this game tonight, Yavapai, and the rest of this week, what do you kind of hope to see from this new group in terms of making progress, finding rotations, that kind of thing?
Well, you know, it really comes down to, you know, playing hard. You know, once we play hard and we can establish playing hard, we can work on technical things. But coming out playing hard, rebounding, running the floor, sprinting in transition offensively and defensively, and communicating to each other. It's a big thing. And, you know, the kids, a lot of these kids haven't played in front of crowds like we're going to have. And so it's all an adjustment.
I know that finding the rotation is something you said will be a challenge for you as a coach with the depth of this team. Who are you going with starting-wise tonight for the opener?
So we'll start Jalen Johnson, who's a transfer out of Concordia Division III school. Averaged 20 a game He'll start at one of the point guard spots. We'll start Alan Kane, who's a transfer from Hagerstown, who's the leading scorer at Hagerstown. And then we'll start Britton Barrett, who's a long-range shooter, a really good player that's returning for us. We'll start Walker Timmy as one of the bigs, and we'll play through Walker a little bit today. And then we'll play Shaheed Muhammad, who is a 6'11" shot blocker. We'll go with those guys. The lineup will change all weekend as we try to figure this thing out.
Anybody not available for you tonight?
Sim Jones is really hurting that he's not here. He's got mono. Even though he feels healthy, there's a period of time you've got to sit out. And then Brandon Olulu is out as well, who's a dynamic big man, real physical presence. He's going to be a lot of fun in the future. We'll have him for 2 years, too.
Awesome. Well, best of luck tonight. Thanks for the time.
All right, thanks a lot.
That's CSI head coach Jeff Reinert pregame. We'll take one final break, be back with starting lineups and the tip of the season opener right after this.
We would like to thank our sponsors, K&T Steel, Right Physical Therapy, and S&D Automotive Maintenance and Repair.
The questions I had about coming to physical therapy during the pandemic are, should I wait till the pandemic's over? I've gone down that road where I've not gone to PT and things got worse. And so I decided that I wasn't going to wait. Everybody working here is wearing a mask. All the workout equipment is all spaced appropriately. I see people constantly cleaning it for my safety, and I know that they care while I'm here.
We're surrounded by viruses, and if you vape, you could be breaking down your body's ability to defend itself. The chemicals in vapor damage your lungs on a cellular level, leaving you at risk. Get the sick truth about vaping at BehindTheHaze.com.
My name is Lisa, and I smoked for 16 years before I finally quit. When I was a smoker, I didn't want to do things that wouldn't allow me to smoke. I never went on a field trip with either one of my children. All the field trips to the zoo, I missed all of that because that little round stick was controlling so much of my life. Now I can do any of that stuff. It doesn't matter. Call 1-800-QUIT-NOW or visit projectfilter.org.
Welcome back to the College of Southern Idaho, where the number 10 CSI Golden Eagles tip off their season against Yavapai College. The Rough Riders have a new head coach. Gavon Davis is the new head coach in his first year there. He comes over after being an assistant at Seward County. Coach Davis taking over a team that was 7-23 a year ago, just 4-18 in conference, a team that has lost 8 in a row. CSI, meanwhile, according to Coach Reinert, 18 consecutive non-conference victories. And CSI was incredible, virtually unbeatable, actually unbeatable on this home floor last year as part of their 29-0 season. They did lose on this floor in the semifinals of the Region 18 tournament. Still got an at-large bid to nationals, came up short in the opener there, losing to Vincennes University. And tough ending for a talented team that sent 8 guys onto the next level. So a lot of new faces for CSI as we meet the starters for Yavapai. Kieran Carr wears number 12. Jediah Jones wears number 10. For the Golden Eagles, as Coach Rogers mentioned, Jalen Johnson, Division III transfer from Concordia. He's a 5'11 sophomore. 20 points a game a year ago at Concordia. Alan Kane from Hagerstown CC back in Maryland, and he was a 16-point-a-game scorer. Britton Barrett was here last year for the Golden Eagles and is the leading scorer as far as returning players. CSI lost 7 of the top 8 scorers from last year's team. Britt Barrett, the one guy coming back for CSI, and he's a sharpshooter from 3, can really play well. 6'5" on the wing. BB13 can knock it down for CSI. As the starters come on the floor, Walker Timmy is up front, 6'7". If that Timmy last name sounds familiar, there's a good reason. He is the brother of Drew Timme, who was an All-American at Gonzaga and was most recently with the Milwaukee Bucks in the preseason during the NBA preseason. And Walker, a great player, great team leader, has really stepped into the shoes of Rob Whaley, who went to UNLV. And Coach Ryan really high on Timme, who missed most of the preseason with injury. Just got cleared a week or two ago and has been trying to work his way back into shape and get ready for this season. Timmy's going to be a great player in the post. They will play through him a bit tonight, as Coach Ryder mentioned in the pregame. And then the athlete of all athletes, he himself says his athleticism is, quote, absurd athleticism. It is Shahid Mohammed. He goes by Shah, most of the guys call him. He's 6'10", 6'11", string bean. A lot of people call him Sticks or Tree. The guy can jump out of the gym. He transferred from Seton Hall, where he played limited time last year for the Pirates of Seton Hall. He's here at CSI now, and he could provide some incredible plays for the Golden Eagles. 20 minutes on the first half clock. Zeros on the scoreboard as these two teams do battle. The starters for Yavapai, number 1, Isaac Gonzalez, 6'1" freshman from the Bronx, New York. Joined in the backcourt by Ray Glasgow, 6'3", a sophomore, also from the Bronx. And the shooter, Raphael Dupoy, 6'9". He's a freshman from Bordeaux, France. Playing on the wing at 6'9", so a really tall wing, some good size there. And we get ready for the tip as Mohammed will face off against Jones. And Mohammed wins the tap. And here comes Jalen Johnson, the point guard. Asim Jones, the sophomore returner, would likely be in the starting lineup. He's out with mono, has to wait a couple weeks. Barrett, number 13, with it now. Gets it on the post to Mohammed. He loses it, goes back up, misses the gimme, and stripped away this time. Quickly the other way. Come the Rough Riders into the paint and out front. And Gonzalez will set it up. 6'1" freshman. Gives it up to Glasgow. The drop-off pass. And they swing it around the corner. Wide open under the bucket. And stepping out of bounds on the drive is Dupoy. He had a chance to look underneath. And couldn't find Dupoy. Alan King drives it, fades, loses it, throws it away. And Barrett with a blocking foul as they race down the floor. Barrett picks up the foul. He averaged 8 points a game, a few rebounds, shot 41% from three. He was second on the team with 58 three-point makes last season, only behind Isaiah Moses, who's now at UC Riverside. Out front, Dupoy, three ball, short. Barrett rebounds, Johnson pushes. He'll dance with it behind the screen. The pull-up 15-footer off the mark. Mohammed with a chance. Spins, takes the bump, won't go, but he'll earn a trip to the foul line. Shah Mohammed, 6'10", played in 10 games for Seton Hall last year. Slenderman, one of his nicknames, as you can see from the video evidence. He's lean. And asked about his strengths on the basketball floor, he used these terms, quote, absurd athleticism and insane speed. He's quite an athlete. He knocks down the first free throw. Golden Eagles lead 1-0 with 8:38 to go in half number one. Second one also good. Dupoy brings it into Gonzalez. Glasgow into the front court. Eagles take the turnover the other way. Kick to Kane. Johnson had a chance there, but they closed out nicely. Kane will drive, float it, airball it. Taken away by Yavapai. He'll come into the front court. Ray Glasgow, one of the few sophomores on this team, and as they really have a lot of new faces on this roster this year. 3 ball outside goes for Glasgow. 6'3" sophomore knocks it down. And Yavapai in front for the first time at 3-2. Walker Timmy trying to set the screen out front. Kane drives the alley, gets to the rim and scores. Alan Kane, 15 points, 2 assists a season a year ago at Hagerstown Community College. And AK on the bucket there. The drive, the near block. You see the athleticism of Muhammad getting up there. Reset, DePoy down the lane, loses it briefly. He'll hand it off. Kieran kicks to the corner. That 3 is short, and Johnson pulls it away, knocked away from him, and it will stay with Yavapai. Coach Davis, been an assistant at several fairly big name programs. Seward County, a recent stop, but Indian Hills among his previous stops. Getting the head job here is Vaughn Davis. Gonzalez into the front court. He'll cross over. Kick. DePoy's jumper, back rim. Out of Bordeaux, France. Can't hit that one. Barrett pulls up, deep 3. Got it! Britt Barrett knocks it down. That's a deep 3, NBA range for Barrett. And the sharpshooter puts it home. And the Golden Eagles have a 7-3 lead off of Britt's triple. Half of the Splash twins, along with Kaysen Carpenter, who will come off the bench. Coach Reinhardt said he'll always try to have one of those two, Carpenter or Barrett, in the game to have a shooter on the floor constantly. Timmy in the post, backs in, spins in, misses it. He's got great footwork, but can't get that one to finish. Nice drive, kick to DePoy, 3 ball up and off the back heel. Barrett another rebound. He's been good on the glass. Johnson with the push. Timmy, he's got an open 3, thinks about it. Johnson drives. Excuse me, that's Kane. Alan Kane gets to the rim again. And AK with a couple of drives and a couple of scores at the rim. It's 9-3 Golden Eagles. So Glasgow's 3 made it 3-2 for Yavapai. That's the only points of the game so far for the visitors. The drop off in the block. I think Kane got a hold of that one. Here we come the other way. Barrett drives, floats, scores. Britt Barrett shaking off those mission legs from a year ago. He served a mission for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints in Farmington, New Mexico. Played last year and played well for the Eagles, started much of the season, and he's off to a great start here in the opener. As the CSI teams look to go 2-0, the women won earlier today, 105-56, beating Northwest College, and having a big night from their 2 transfers from 4-year schools. Jaden McNeil had 17 points. Jamison Heaton had 14. Coach Rogers spoke to us briefly and said he really wants his team to improve defensively, but really happy with the depth and the offense and what they showed tonight. After they struggled early to defend Northwest, they really pulled away. So the women get a big win by 49 points, and the men off to a good start at 11-3, and a quick timeout early by Coach Davis. CSI with a couple of substitutions. Into the game, number 12, Jordan Hamilton, 6'6", a sophomore from Memphis, Tennessee. He has been ranked as one of the top 3 junior college players in the country, but coming off of injury, he's been hindered a little bit and just trying to get things going. Spent a lot of time in a boot, can get a little stiff. We'll see how he does. He's only about 70-80% right now, according to Coach Reiner. 3 ball from the corner is blocked by the other new addition to the lineup. That's Isaac Hawkins, a 6'10 freshman. He's from Fort Mill, South Carolina. And a great offensive player. Hamilton's deep shot won't go, but underneath, there again is Isaac Hawkins, and he is fouled on that one. Hawkins long on the defensive end, can really shoot it good in the post, and served an LDS mission in Puerto Rico. and misses that first free throw. He'll have one more. Sam Phipps in the lineup, one of the returning players for the Golden Eagles, the sophomore married Jill Lundgren from the girls team, the women's team, during the offseason. Now a married man is Sam Phipps, an incredible athlete out of Logan, Mountain Crest, can jump out of the gym at 6'6". Coach Reiner said earlier this week that Phipps may start. He didn't start tonight, may start later in the week as they toy with the lineup. Deep three, rattles out. Alan Kane rises high for it and brings it the other way. Now we've got a foul down low on Tim Richardson, number 11. 6'4" sophomore from Westchester, Pennsylvania, picks that up. Kane will trigger from under the bucket. Finds Hawkins. Gets to the rim, can't finish. Hamilton, near steal for the Eagles by number 12, but it comes the other way for Yavapai. Pull-up jumper, in and out for Nadir Myers. Hamilton, 6'6" and strong, gets to the rim, scores. Even at 70 or 80%, he's a great player and one who a lot of things are expected of this season. A lot of D1 offers coming his way. Went to Three Rivers Community College where he averaged 13.6 boards a game. Kason Carpenter, number 5, the other half of the Splash Twins, now in for CSI. They find Hawkins, fakes the three, drives, slapped across the arms. Phipps scores on the rebound. Takes a bump, no call, and scores it. 16-3, Eagles off to a strong start in the season opener. Driving the alley, the scoop, the block. Hawkins, good block shot there, reaching out to block it away, but picks up the foul. And that will be free throws for Tim Richardson. But first, we will have a media timeout. We will take it and be back right after this on the Scenic West Athletic Network.
We would like to thank our sponsors: K&T Steel, Right Physical Therapy, and S&D Automotive Maintenance and Repair.
The questions I had about coming to physical therapy during the pandemic are, should I wait till the pandemic's over? I've gone down that road where I've not gone to PT and things got worse. And so I decided that I wasn't going to wait. Everybody working here is wearing a mask. All the workout equipment is all spaced appropriately. I see people constantly cleaning it for my safety, and I know that they care while I'm here.
We're surrounded by viruses, and if you vape, you could be breaking down your body's ability to defend itself. The chemicals in vapor damage your lungs on a cellular level, leaving you at risk. Get the sick truth about vaping at BehindTheHaze.com.
Now we're back at the College of Southern Idaho, the Idaho Central Credit Union Invitational to open the season. And number 10, CSI. A 16-3 lead here in the early going. Jakari Livingston, number 42, is in for the Golden Eagles. Familiar name for Golden Eagle fans. Played here 2 seasons ago and had a great season for CSI off the bench. Can really score in bunches. Great energizer. Off the bench can score in bunches, a little streaky. And he transferred to Pearl River, got hurt. Missed all of last season, so still had that year of eligibility. And now Jakari out of Pine Bluff, Arkansas, is back here at CSI. He's had a couple injuries set him back, but really a great player. He's got the ball here. Fires to Phipps. And the score 16-5 after those free throws by Richardson. Phipps down the lane, scores. Sam Phipps, good move there. Also in for CSI is Dale Griffin. He was a high school teammate of Nate Mytoff, who, of course, know from last season as one of the best players on the CSI team. He's now at Oregon State. They were high school teammates. Griffin, a tall 6'5", 6'6" point guard. And he's gotten a lot of time here in the preseason and in the jamborees and whatnot, scrimmages, because CSI's been without Alan Keene at times, without Sim Jones at times. So Griffin has gotten some good experience. Carpenter, deep three. Money! KC3 knocks it down. It's 21-5. And the Golden Eagles are rolling here in the opener. They've come out strong in this first one. Carpenter, half of the Splash Twins. Splashes at home. Both of the Splash Twins have a splash to start the game. Griffin to Hamilton. He'll drive, pull up, find Livingston back up top. The three ball is off the mark for Griffin. Quick shot there is up and off the mark. Or no, down for Myers, excuse me. Myers, a beautiful three. He's got a quick trigger, and he knocks that one down to make it 21-8. Phipps, cross court, Carpenter. Drops it down low, and a nice bucket inside by Jordan Hamilton. CSI steals it away. Diving, and a timeout taken. Hamilton a little shaken up after diving on the floor for CSI there. 23-8, timeout. Yavapai will take it and be back on the Scenic West Athletic Network.
My name is Lisa, and I smoked for 16 years before I finally quit. When I was a smoker, I didn't want to do things that wouldn't allow me to smoke. I never went on a field trip with either one of my children. All the field trips to the zoo, I missed all of that because that little round stick was controlling so much of my life. Now I can do any of that stuff. It doesn't matter. Call 1-800-QUIT-NOW or visit projectfilter.org.
We're back here at the College of Southern Idaho first half action between CSI and the visitors of Yavapai. The Rough Riders are down 23-8 to the Golden Eagles. CSI off to a strong start. Right now for CSI, Griffin and Carpenter on the guard line. Hamilton, Phipps, and Livingston rounding out the lineup. Myers for Yavapai. They kick it. Number 31, Cameron Stokes, who's into the lineup. Quick pull-up jumper is up and good for Richardson. (23-10), CSI. Griffin to Carpenter. Deep three. And that's going to wind up short into the hands of Phipps. He can't, or excuse me, not Phipps down low, Griffin down low. He can't handle it, loses it out of bounds. CSI going deep into the lineup, getting everyone in there to try to figure this rotation. Jalen Johnson back, the starting point guard. And for the first time, we see Cassius Carmichael. Cash, a 6'6" sophomore from Glendale, Arizona. Sophomore transfer, return missionary as well. Trying to shake off those mission legs. That shot misses, and Livingston rebounds it away. He'll dance into the front court quickly. Find Johnson. He'll take the three. He'll miss the three. Carpenter rebounds and scores. Just flips it up one-handed. Beautiful follow-up shot by KC 3000. Knocks it home. 25-10, Eagles. Midway through half number one. Competition will get tougher and tougher as this week goes along for CSI. Northwest College tomorrow, and then number 24 Lee College on Saturday finish up the tournament. Shah Mohammed, number 24, back in. Sam Phipps will take a seat. And Yavapai ready to inbound under the bucket. Glasgow will trigger it. He wears number 3. Kieran Carr is number 12. Number 11, Tim Richardson. Number 1, Isaac Gonzalez. And Jediah Jones, number 10, playing up front. That's your 5 for Yavapai right now. 10 minutes till halftime. Yavapai works it on the offensive end. Ooh, beautiful spin move by Glasgow. He can't finish it. Johnson pushes. Takes it to the rim, can't score, but he'll earn a trip to the foul line. 25-10, Eagles running hard. Behind the CSI bench, you can see Jordan Hamilton trying to stay warm as he returns from injury. If he lets things get cold a little bit for him, he has a really hard time continuing to play, coming back from that Achilles. Spent so much time in a boot. Free throw good for Johnson. 9:44 to go till halftime. Eagles up 16 and one more for Jalen. Puts it home. Gonzalez to midcourt. Nearly thrown away. Glasgow gathers it in. Down the lane, the scoop and the finish. Beautiful move by Ray Glasgow. 6'3" sophomore. Cuts the lead to 15 at 27-12. Carmichael, Carpenter. Livingston, the corner 3, short. Nothing coming easy for Yavapai. The step back is an air ball, and they pushed it the other way. Johnson in the post and a push in the back. Jones pushing on Muhammad. CSI will take it out under the bucket. Walker Timmy back in. Kari Livingston will take a seat. Walker Timmy went to McNeese State, but an injury kept him out, so he redshirted last year. Oh, and he's blocked. Muhammad shows his athleticism throwing it down. That won't count. Timmy will go to the foul line. 6'7" redshirt freshman from Dallas, Texas. Parents are Matt and Megan. And he'll put it home. Walker's got a pretty good sense of humor. When we asked him what makes him unique, these are his words. We asked him what makes him unique. He said he is the only white non-Mormon on the team. So that's Walker Timmy. He knocks it home from the foul line. 29-12 for the Golden Eagles. Even injured in the preseason, he's been an excellent leader for this team. Good about gathering the guys and helping be a leader. Glasgow scores again. Carpenter on the drive, quickly down the floor. Muhammad throws it down. Shah Muhammad, the high rise, the one-handed tomahawk, 31-14. First jam of the night for the Golden Eagles. Glasgow works it the other way. A highlight reel jam for Muhammad. Deep 3, back rim. Carmichael soars in for it. We come the other way. Timmy drops it off. Oh, Muhammad bobbles the ball, and it's going to be a turnover. Would have been another highlight dunk as Timmy, a beautiful pass in close quarters, but Muhammad couldn't handle it. Three ball up, no good. Carpenter rebounds. Carmichael, nice drive. He's fouled. And CSI will bring that one in. 7:23 to go. Quick moving first half. Golden Eagles up 17, and now they'll be in the bonus. And free throws coming for Carmichael. He's tying the shoes on the baseline there, and he'll shoot the front end here. Britt Barrett back in. Carpenter takes a seat, so one splash twin for another. Both 6'5", both from Idaho. And get mistaken for one another quite often, they say. Carmichael's free throw is way short and gathered in by Carr. Nice drive, kick, three, good. Kieran Carr, the 6'4" sophomore from Raleigh, North Carolina, knocks that one home, cuts the deficit to 31-17 with the outside bucket. Timmy turns, takes the 15-footer, won't go. And a drive to the hoop. Carr can't finish it. Gets bumped on the rebound by Muhammad. Kind of caught him across the forehead on the rebound. And be side out for the Rough Riders. 31-17 Golden Eagles lead here in the season opener. You're watching the Scenic West Athletic Network. I'm Mike Christensen. I'm joined by our camera operator, Parker Paul, as we bring you the action live here online, wherever you are around the world. Thank you for joining us tonight. Yavapai inbounds it up top. Glasgow, the crossover, the drive, and the score. He's shown some good moves, the sophomore from the Bronx. Eagle lead down to 12. Coach Davis coaching the defense hard on the sideline for Yavapai. Johnson's three, good. Nice setup by Kane. CSI kind of likes having the 2 point guards out there together, Kane and Johnson, or when he's healthy and back, Asim Jones. Corner, three is good. Up and down for Khalil O'Bannon, the freshman from Phoenix, Arizona, 6'3". He knocks it down. That cuts the lead to 12. Now playing a zone. See how the Eagles can attack the zone. Timmy backs in, hooks it up, misses. Yavapai brings it the other way. Anchoring the middle of that zone is Danilo Horcic, number 3. He's a 6'8" freshman from Montenegro. Played briefly for a minute or two earlier and came out. Now he's back in, trying to anchor the middle there. .12 ball game. .535 left in this one. Vasco rattles home the first, cuts the lead to 11. Hawkins back in. Muhammad will take a seat. That one rattles out. Hawkins on the rebound. Three ball. Johnson, good. You can see why he scored 20 a game at Concordia a year ago. The 5'11" point guard knocks down another triple. And the Eagles lead by 14. And that ball's going to go out of bounds. Oh, they're going to leave that with Yavapai. If there wasn't a foul there, that was off Yavapai as Carr drove and lost the ball off his own shoulder. But officials missed that one. They leave it Yavapai ball. Rough Riders will inbound under their own bucket. Saved in bounds there, but it ends up in the hands of Barrett. Now knocked around. Now he's got it anyway. Pushed up the floor. Kane attacks, misses. Hawkins tips and scores. Nice job by Kane getting it up on the rim, and the 6'10 Isaac Hawkins puts it home. Good bucket for the Golden Eagles, but they give up a layup on the other end, falling asleep there a little bit, and O'Bannon puts it home. He's got 5 first-half points, 39-25 Eagles. Not a perfect half by CSI, but they've shown a lot of bright spots. Johnson, another 3. This one won't go. Ends up in the hands of Hawkins. He turns and misses. Partially blocked there. Good defense by Korchich. And into the front court. Another drive into the rim. Kicked out front. 17-footer is short. And Barrett on the rebound gives it to Johnson. Eagles love to push and play quick. Johnson drives, hangs, misses, tipped in by Walker. Timmy. Nice rebound by Timmy. Coach Reinert says, let's talk about this. 3:57 to go in the half. CSI 41. Yavapai 25. We'll be back on the Scenic West Athletic Network.
Mendez. A lot of the people that I've gotten the chance to work with come in here for mostly pain. My sister had some troubles with her neck, and she wanted to try the CBD pain oil drops that we have. My dad also has like some knee problems, and he was like, I don't think it's gonna work. And then he tried it, and then I don't think he wanted to admit to me that it worked. So he would just tell my mom like secretly, like, hey, like, can you tell like Shelly that you need the CBD? But it's for me. I mean, this stuff works.
3:57 to go till halftime. Golden Eagles 16-point lead here in the season opener. Earlier tonight, Lee College took an 96-83 win behind Davion Laverne's 29 points. Milton Santana led Northwest with 20 in that one. A miss inside. Hawkins the rebound for CSI. Kane, way too high for Hamilton. And out of bounds. Golden Eagle fans have a chance to see a familiar face this week, or this season, excuse me, coming up later. The North Idaho women are here, not the North Idaho men, but later in the season when the North Idaho men come to town, Austin Johnson, a freshman who played good minutes last year for CSI, is now a North Idaho Cardinal and will be making the trip here. No, that's a big game for him. He has circled on the calendar. Kick to the corner. Nice drive, and Hawkins, the bump and the foul. Big collision in the lane there. And Glasgow will go to the line. Or excuse me, Carr. Free throw is good for Carr. Good opening night crowd for a early November Thursday. Probably steadily see those crowds grow as we go to Friday and then Saturday's big game against Lee, a ranked matchup to finish this invitational off. Kevon Davis building a good thing in Yavapai, trying to build this program up in his first year. Tough draw to open the season against CSI. Rebound foul there. And in the bonus, we'll move to the other end of the floor and shoot some free throws. 3:11 to go till halftime. Stay tuned at the half for a recap of first half stats. Get you set for half number 2. If you missed our pregame interview with Coach Jeff Reiner, we'll bring that to you as well. Free throw rolls off. Score stays 41-30, 41-26. That one kicked by Livingston, 6'3" sophomore from Pine Bluff, Arkansas. Back for second go-around with the Eagles. Hamilton walks it up the floor. Takes the three. Rattles off. Johnson, the drop off. Hawkins goes up high and he's blocked at the rim. Carr will push it the other way. And it goes out of bounds and a foul on Barrett. That's 6 team fouls in the half, so not quite the bonus. Yavapai will inbound. Less than 2.5 to play till halftime. Carpenter. I got him confused there. Carpenter in now, knocks that one away. Eagles come the other way. Carpenter up top, thinks about the three. Oh, and that ball spiked off the backboard by Livingston. What a defensive play, but it ends up in a three for Myers. Knocks it down on the ricochet. Livingston went up and just slammed that ball off the backboard. Hawkins down low, scores it. There's too much inside. And a quick timeout by Coach Reiner. 30-second variety. We'll take that 30-second timeout. Be right back with more on the Scenic West Athletic Network.
No. Come on, where is it?
Dave, it's your Idaho Central app here. Any chance you're missing a debit card? Let's get that taken care of for you. With ICCU's card control, you can turn any card off with the tap of your finger.
You've got it.
And back on again. Out, 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 out. The closest Idaho Central Credit Union branch is in your pocket.
1:44 to go as we come back to action here at the College of Southern Idaho. Mike Christensen with you. It's a season opener for the CSI men's basketball team. And the Golden Eagles have a 14-point cushion. Near steal there. Ooh, and a little injury. Hopefully, ooh, that was a non-contact going down hard. The other way, Livingston scores it on a layup. He wanted to go up high, and his leg kind of gave out on him. He's also recovering from injury, ACL. And down on the other end, in a heap. Hopefully everything's okay here. And then coach and trainers come out to take a look. Yavapai just going up in the lane and without any contact, that leg just kind of buckled and went down. Sometimes those non-contact knee injuries are the worst. Hopefully nothing serious there. As the CSI trainers check out the knee. CSI Athletic Director Joel Bate comes out as they help Jediah Jones up, the 6'9" freshman from Chicago. Not putting any weight on that knee, and that's not a good thing for Yavapai. He's their starting center. And they're going to carry him off with what we hope is not a serious injury or a season ender for Jediah Jones. He is putting a little weight on it as he gets to the sideline and bench, so that's a good sign. We'll take a seat and get looked at off the floor And with 1:22 to go now, Glasgow on the attack. Spins, drives, scores. Carpenter came over on the help, couldn't quite get to it. 45-31 Eagles. Johnson trying to find Muhammad. Carpenter, deep three. Short. And saved in by Glasgow. Chance to trim into the Eagle lead here. Takes it down the alley. And CSI with the stop. Griffin, oh. They just call it out of bounds off the Rough Rider instead of a foul there, so we come the other way. .30 seconds left in the half. 12 on the shot clock as Johnson. Oh! Johnson had the drive. Probably could have finished it himself, being unselfish. He was looking for Kari Livingston, and Kari cut to the hoop, and they miscommunicate there, and that ball sails out of bounds. 25 seconds to go. We'll see if Yavapai holds for a final shot. Looks like they will as Richardson holds it near the timeline. Glasgow, the sophomore, the leader for this team, has had a solid first half, working against Livingston. Step back, 15-footer long. Carpenter rebounds, 2 seconds. They get it one more chance. Buzzer sounds. No shot, and we go to halftime with the score. Number 10, CSI, 45. Yavapai, 31. We'll be back with first half stats and more here on the Scenic West Athletic Network. Don't go anywhere.
We are here for the long run because we live here. We are based in Idaho, led in Idaho, with the mission of serving the people of Idaho. If every other health insurance company left the state, we would still be here. We're Blue Cross of Idaho. We're always on your side, and that will never change.
And we're back here at the College of Southern Idaho where it is halftime. Number 10, CSI 45. Yavapai out of Prescott, Arizona has 31. Stats just made their way to us, and we'll bring you those first half stats. The leading scorer for the visitors from Yavapai College is Ray Glasgow with 12 points. He's the only Rough Rider in double figures off the bench. Nadir Myers had 6 points. 5 points for Khalil O'Bannon, and 31 total there. They had 18 rebounds to CSI's 33, so the Golden Eagles dominating on the glass, but CSI had 7 turnovers to Yavapai's 4. So Yavapai, good job hanging on to the basketball in that first half, but they shot only 29%. CSI shot 46%. A lot of balance for this Golden Eagle squad, which is something Coach Reiner really said about this group. Very deep, very balanced, a lot of weapons. Jalen Johnson had 8 points to go with 3 assists and 3 rebounds to lead the way for CSI. Britt Barrett with 5 points. Isaac Hawkins with 5 points and 5 points for Kason Carpenter. 4 guys had 4 apiece. Shahid Muhammad, Walker Timmy, Jordan Hamilton, and Sam Phipps. Golden Eagles again, 33 rebounds in that first half. Barrett, actually the leading rebounder, with 6 boards, and Carpenter with 5. So the 2 wing shooters helped lead the way in the rebounds. Isaac Hawkins had 6 rebounds for CSI. Golden Eagles went 7 of 10 at the foul line. Yavapai went 4 for 6. So let's look at your first half stats. CSI with a 45-31 lead. If you missed our pregame conversation with CSI head coach Jeff Reiner, we'll bring that to you now as he talks about tonight's game and this new crop of Golden Eagles as they get the season started. So here is my pregame visit with Coach Reiner. An opener, new season tonight, a lot of new faces for your team. Talk to me about this opportunity tonight to take the floor.
Well, it's been it feels like a long time since we played last. And whole new team, whole different thing. We have 4 returners that are experienced and know what we do, and they've really helped. But the new talent is fun and exciting. A great group of guys. We've been sick a little bit with mono, and a couple guys, Walker Timmy and Jordan Hamilton, have been hurt. They're back, probably not 100%, but we'll give it a go.
As you look forward to this game tonight, Yavapai, and the rest of this week, what do you kind of hope to see from this new group in terms of making progress, finding rotations, that kind of thing?
Well, it really comes down to, playing hard. Once we play hard and we can establish playing hard, we can work on technical things. But coming out playing hard, rebounding, running the floor, sprinting in transition offensively and defensively, and communicating to each other. It's a big thing. And, the kids, a lot of these kids haven't played in front of crowds like we're going to have. And so it's all an adjustment.
I know that finding the rotation is something you said will be a challenge for you as a coach with the depth of this team. Who are you going with starting-wise tonight for the opener?
So we'll start Jalen Johnson, who's a transfer out of Concordia, Division III school, average 20 a game. He'll start at one of the point guard spots. We'll start Alan Kane, who's a transfer from Hagerstown, who's the leading scorer at Hagerstown. And then we'll start Britton Barrett, who's a long-range shooter, a really good player that's returning for us. We'll start Walker Timmy as one of the bigs, and we'll play through Walker a little bit today. And then we'll play Shahid Muhammad, who is a 6'11 shot blocker. We'll go with those guys. The lineup will change all weekend as we try to figure this thing out.
Anybody not available for you tonight?
Asim Jones is really hurting that he's not here. He's got mono. Even though he feels healthy, there's a period of time you've got to sit out. And then Brandon Olulu is out as well, who's a dynamic big man, real physical presence. He's going to be a lot of fun in the future. We'll have him for 2 years, too.
Awesome. Well, best of luck tonight. Thanks for the time.
All right. Thanks a lot.
Fishers has been the most proactive team that we've worked with in making sure that our technology needs are met. Before Fishers, we had a lot of different vendors for our phones, IT, printers, and now that we've been with Fishers, it's been much easier to deal with issues and get us up to speed. They're very upfront and honest about what the charges are, what the expectations are. They've done what they've said they would do, and in the time frame and at the cost they said they would do it. And once we realized how their team works and is as proactive as they are, it's been a great process, and I wish we would have done it sooner.
My name is Angie, and I smoked for 25 years before I finally quit. Honest attempts, I would have to say at least a dozen. I've smoked all my daughter's life. Even said that she'd give up her birthday presents if I quit, and that broke my heart. I don't feel like I have that ugliness tethered to me anymore, and the only way to get rid of it is to go through some discomfort for a little while, and trust me, the discomfort is completely worth it. Call 1-800-QUIT-NOW or visit projectfilter.org.
My name is Lisa, and I smoked for 16 years before I finally quit. When I was a smoker, I didn't want to do things that wouldn't allow me to smoke. I never went on a field trip with either one of my children. All the field trips to the zoo, I missed all of that because that little round stick was controlling so much of my life. Now I can do any of that stuff. It doesn't matter. Call 1-800-QUIT-NOW or visit projectfilter.org.
Welcome back to the College of Southern Idaho. Halftime here at CSI. The Golden Eagles with the 45-31 lead over Yavapai College here in the Idaho Central Credit Union Invitational. We will take one final break here and then be back with second half action. Again, leading scorer in the game, Ray Glasgow from Yavapai CSI. A ton of balance. Jalen Johnson, the Concordia transfer, has 8 points, 3 assists, which is a team high, and 3 rebounds for the Golden Eagles. 5 points and 6 boards for both Britton Barrett and Isaac Hawkins. New group of Golden Eagles. They're without a couple players tonight. Brandon Olumu, a 6'10 freshman center from the Bahamas. He's a guy that Coach Reinhardt says could be a high D1 type of player, but out right now, recovering from mono. And same for Asim Jones, the sophomore who's back after a solid freshman season for CSI in a reserve role. Had really stepped up. He feels fine, but he's got to sit out a certain amount of time. So he'll probably miss these first couple weekends of games and then be able to get in on the action. CSI home next week for another 3 days of action, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. You can catch all that here on the Scenic West Athletic Network, so join us for that. 14-point cushion for CSI. They led by as much as 17 in the first half. Halfway through that half, the lead ballooned to 17 and then stayed kind of in the teens the rest of the half. Yavapai had a 1-point lead early on Glasgow's three-pointer to make it 3-2. Other than that, the Eagles took charge and built up that lead. So, and of course, the injury news in the first half for Yavapai, the starting center, number 10, Jediah Jones, played 9 minutes, did not score. He had just 1 rebound. He went down with what looked like a knee injury, and the trainers took him off and were looking at him. So we'll see what this Yavapai team can do in the second half without the big man out there. Non-contact knee injury. He just crumpled around the free throw line. And hopefully everything not too serious there for him. If you followed CSI last year, a 29-0 team, undefeated in the regular season, and then lost their final couple games. But Britton Barrett is back after averaging 8 points a game a year ago. Kason Carpenter back after scoring 5 a game. Sam Phipps Carpenter 6 a game, and Sam Phipps 5 a game. Sim Jones scored 4 a game. Those are the 4 guys who come back. Everyone else moved on from that team. And so many guys moving on to 4-year programs. Here's some names that might sound familiar. Rob Whaley went to UNLV. Nate Mytoff to Oregon State. Isaiah Moses to UC Riverside. Hassan Abdul Hakim to UT Rio Grande Valley. Jakari LeCount went to Barry University. Garrett Hawks to Eastern Oregon. Joel Armatrading to Cal Poly. And KJ Odor to Central Michigan. But great new crop of players here, just trying to get a feel for them as Coach Rogers, and we'll see how half number 2 unfolds. We'll take a break and be back on the Scenic West Athletic Network.
We would like to thank our sponsors: K&T Steel, Wright Physical Therapy, and S&D Automotive Maintenance and Repair.
The questions I had about coming to physical therapy during the pandemic are, should I wait till the pandemic's over? I've gone down that road where I've not gone to PT and things got worse. And so I decided that I wasn't going to wait. Everybody working here is wearing a mask. All the workout equipment is all spaced appropriately. I see people constantly cleaning it for my safety, and I know that they care while I'm here.
We're surrounded by viruses, and if you vape, you could be breaking down your body's ability to defend itself. The chemicals in vapor damage your lungs on a cellular level, leaving you at risk. Get the sick truth about vaping at BehindTheHaze.com.
We're back here at the College of Southern Idaho, half number 2. Mike Christensen with you, Parker Paul on the camera, and CSI and Yavapai on the Idaho Central Credit Union court as we get this ball game started with half number 2. 45-31 Golden Eagles. Yavapai opens with possession. Corner 3. Good. Nice shot by Raphael Dupuy. And that trims the lead to 11, so a good start to the half for the Rough Riders. They try to fire up the defense. Allen Kane. Timmy, turnaround Jay, short. Glasgow drives, kicks again, another 3. That one won't go for Dupuy. Oh, Johnson had Timmy, couldn't find him. Carpenter open corner 3, or Barrett, excuse me, open corner 3. He knocks it down. And Brett drills it to make it 48-34. And a foul on the Eagles here. That'll go against Barrett. But if they can get him an open look on a shot, he is deadly from three-point range. 48-34, a minute into half number 2. Glasgow waits the screen from Dupuy. Ball goes off his leg. Gets it back. And a quick 3 off the mark by Kieran Carr. Another chance. Gonzalez kicks the legs, misses that 3. A backup 3 won't go there. So 3 looks from distance, and none of them drop. But Tim Richardson missing the last of those. He's starting in place of Jones, who's out this half. Johnson, wide open three. Ooh, in and out. And we head the other way. Three-pointer won't go. DuPois hustles to it and gets another chance for Yavapai. That's going to be a travel. DuPois drug that pivot foot. .69 freshman from Bordeaux, France. Yavapai trails by 14. CSI in control. Kane to Timmy. He'll back in and gets raked across the arm by Carr. So Walker Timmy, couple of free throws coming up here for number 25. Sat out with injury at McNeese State a year ago. And knocks it home here. 5 points on the night for Timmy. Second one strong. Muhammad gets a hand on it but can't corral it. And Yavapai will try to trim into the 15-point lead of the Golden Eagles. Carr spins in the lane, meets Muhammad, throws it up wildly, gets his own rebound. Jumper's long on the other side. And a foul's called on the Eagles under the bucket. Carr goes flying out of bounds.
CSI personal foul for 24 shot on the money. Second team foul.
Join us tomorrow night. CSI taking the floor again against Northwest College. And then Saturday night, CSI against Lee College. Carr got a little hitch in that jumper, and it rattles out for him. But DuPois with the rebound and bucket. 49-36, Eagles lead by 13. Yavapai hanging around. Really solid start for CSI. Got up by 17 midway through the first half. Since then, it's been pretty even. Timmy misses. Gets right to the rim. He's missed most of the preseason, so just kind of working his way back. And just a little uncomfortable on the floor tonight, you can tell. And got right to the rim that time and turned and just missed it. He's frustrated as he comes off the floor. Jordan Hamilton, the Three Rivers transfer, will replace him. The Eagles fall asleep there on the inbound, and Carr sneaks in and gets the reverse layup to go. It's an 11-point game. Kane, three ball, front rim, one and out as the rebound comes down to Gonzalez. That three is good from the corner. Tim Richardson, 6'4" sophomore out of Pennsylvania. He knocks it down, and it is an 8-point game. CSI's lead, as big as 17, is now down to single digits. And the Golden Eagles need some offense. Johnson drives, gets a whistle. He's fortunate he got the foul call there, or else it would have been off and running for Yavapai. Rough Riders finding some confidence as this game goes along. They got buried early, but they've stayed in it, didn't roll over, and battled back. CSI really aggressive early, seems to have been kind of sleepwalking through this second half so far. We'll see what they can come up with. Johnson. Knocks home the first. He's got a team high 9 points for the Golden Eagles. Second one good. 51-41. Three ball up and off the back rim, and Johnson with the rebound. He'll lead the Eagles down the floor. Hesitation, drive, hang, miss, foul. Free throws coming for Jalen Johnson, and he can add to the 10-point lead.
Back the line for CSI number 3, Jalen Johnson for 2.
Johnson knocks home the free throw. It's the first Golden Eagle to hit double figures on the night. And now we see the freshman Isaac Hawkins into the game. Number 23. And he gets right there, nearly tips that one in off the miss, but rebounded by DePoy. And the bucket goes the other way. Richardson driving right in and knocking back Hawkins to get the layup. Kane. Barrett. They get it to Hamilton, but he gets it knocked away, and a turnover for the Eagles. Glasgow into the lane, floats it, misses it. Hawkins rebounds. So Eagles clinging to a lead that's evaporating. Get a needed stop there. Hamilton drives, hangs, fouled, free throw coming. Challenge for Coach Reiner really to find a rotation with this team that has a lot of talent, a lot of guys that, you know, quote unquote deserve playing time. But you got to also let guys get out there and get in a rhythm and do those different kind of things, and that's a tough balance. He said he's really got his work cut out for him this season to get that done and figure things out for this group. Last year the rotation was fairly tight, 7 or 8 guys that were playing night in and night out. And this group probably a little deeper. We'll see who comes out of it after first couple of weekends as they rotate the lineup. Hamilton one more chance at the foul line, and he goes 0 for 2. DePoy another rebound. Nadir Myers back in, wears number 5. DePoy takes a corner 3 and hits that 3. And we have a 6-point basketball game, 52-46. Here comes Yavapai. Eagles set up the offense with the stack atop. It goes to Livingston. Oh, tripped and fouled. Big collision there. And the foul goes against number 21, Carter John, who's in for the first time, the sophomore from Prescott Valley, Arizona. That takes us to our media timeout. The visitors are excited. They've trimmed a 17-point deficit down to 6. We'll be back on the Scenic West Athletic Network.
You're smart, creative, and strong. Whether it's family, friends, or business, you give your all to everything you do. At First Federal, we're the same way. We dedicate ourselves to banking so you don't have to. Our wide variety of products are designed to help you achieve your dreams, whether they're big or small. So reach for the stars, play hard, and live without regrets. You do you, and we'll do the banking.
No. Come on, where is it?
Dave, it's your Idaho Central app here. Any chance you're missing a debit card? Let's get that taken care of for you. With ICCU's card control, you can turn any card off with the tap of your finger.
You've got it.
And back on again. Ow, ow, ow. The closest Idaho Central Credit Union branch is in your pocket.
Welcome back to live action here at CSI. Jordan Hamilton triggering the inbound. Gets it up top to Johnson. Right back to Hamilton on the post. Takes the 15-footer, scores. Jordan Hamilton, nice smooth shot. The Golden Eagles up 8. Getting away underneath from Carpenter, but he recovers and blocks the shot. Nice play. Here comes Kari Livingston into the front court. He'll drive and miss. Hawkins kind of hurls it up at the hoop and misses that one short, and quickly the other way, and scoring it on the nice move is Tim Richardson. And it's back to a 6-point game as Johnson walks it up. And a little bump up top is called. Coach Yvonne Johnson and his bench unhappy with that one. Down in the post, trying to score and unable to is Hamilton. Quickly the other way. Myers misses the three. And an over-the-back foul. DePoy coming over the top of Hawkins. Hawkins with some free throws. He'll have the front end of the 1-and-1. 6'10" freshman, Mapleton, Utah. Wants to be an orthodontist someday, maybe an entrepreneur if not. And strong on the rebound, but tipped out nicely to Carpenter. Hawkins will drive, can't finish. And the lead remains at 6. And what's suddenly a tight ball game, just under 13 to play. And away from the ball, a foul on CSI. That's Kari Livingston picking that one up. Deep three, and it's good. Nadir Myers knocks that down. He's not shy, and number 5 rattles it home from distance. It's a 3-point game. Hamilton, nice drive. Bumped on the drive. Bucket won't count. Be CSI ball. Or nope, bonus free throws, excuse me, for Hamilton. You know, Hamilton, number 12, he's 6'6", and just kind of a strong body. He said one of his favorite players, going back as far as an NBA guy, was Joe Johnson. And he's kind of built like Joe Johnson, a big-time scorer for the Nets for a long time. Finished his career with some big plays in Utah in the playoffs. And you can see a little resemblance there. And Hamilton at the line here, hopes to play in the NBA or overseas down the road. Knocks down the front end, big time shot there. Making the folks back home proud, Kia and Norman. He's got 3 siblings and he's a business major. And that's a little bit on Jordan Hamilton. For those who like anime, he's also an anime fan. Puts this one down. 56-51. Muhammad back in. Hamilton will take a seat. 5-point lead for CSI. CSI using that 2-3 zone a bit here. DePoy backs out, takes the deep three, air ball. That would have been a big one, and he missed it. And right away, coach going to take him out. And Koicic will come in for him. Danilo Koicic, number 3. Freshman from Montenegro onto the floor. For the Eagles, Johnson into the front court. Walker Timmy with him up top. Loses that one. Chase it into the backcourt. Johnson drives, hangs, drops it off, and Livingston is run over from behind. And free throws coming for Kari Livingston. He had 2 points, 2 rebounds in the first half to go with an assist and a block. He was a good scorer off the bench for the Golden Eagles 2 seasons ago. And hits the front end here. Every point important now as Yavapai has really whittled into this CSI cushion. One more for Kari Livingston. Up and down it goes. 58-51. Deep three, Myers good. Oh, he is heating up. Nadir Myers launches from deep, knocks it home, and it's a 4-point game. Quickly down the lane is Livingston. Can't finish, but he'll earn another trip to the foul line. What an attack. Got such a quick burst. He can really go and earns his way to the foul line. Livingston, nothing but nylon on the first free throw. He'll have one more. Long on the second. CSI back into that zone. Nice ball fake. Koicic kicks. Open three. Good. Khalil O'Bannon knocks it down. It's a 2-point game. So they're attacking that zone and getting some open shots. Timmy. He's had a tough night in the post. He turns, misses again. Mohammed, the follow dunk won't go. CSI big men struggling to finish. Quickly the other way, thrown away. Carpenter with it. He'll race through the defense, scoop it. Oh, that's got to be a goaltend, and they will count that. Probably shouldn't have blocked that one. That was probably not going down for Carpenter. Tough shot on a tough angle. He put it up off the glass, and they spiked it. So that counts for 2 for Carpenter, and the Eagle lead goes to 4. You can see Walker Timmy extremely frustrated on the other end of the floor as he and Mohammed have struggled around the bucket to score with a lot of chances inside. Eagles up 4. And Myers, who has the hot hand, takes another 3. Misses this one. Mohammed skies for the rebound. What a spin move. Johnson to the rim, can't finish. And quickly the other way comes Myers. He goes up and he's bumped and fouled by Livingston. He went down hard on his back, quickly grabs his lower back. Hopefully he's okay. Livingston with the size advantage there. And the 6-foot Myers went up to challenge him and went down hard. The Philadelphia product tries to shake it off as he walks to midcourt. And now number 5 will shoot a couple of free throws. He's had a solid game off the bench. Rims out the first free throw. Alan Kane and Sam Phipps are back for the Eagles. Second free throw for Myers. Rims out. Carpenter the rebound. Stolen away. And down the floor, the layup goes. Eagle lead down to 2 again. CSI trailed once the whole night at 3-2. Has led the whole way since then. Allen Kane, Hagerstown transfer, drives, hangs, misses, and rebounded away nicely by Richardson. Glasgow drives, reverse layup, goes, and we are tied. Ray Glasgow, beautiful move through traffic. It's 61 apiece. We've got 9:07 to go. We've got ourselves a ball game. It's a 30-second timeout for the Golden Eagles. We'll take it and be back on the Scenic West Athletic Network.
What's the perfect weekend for Cam? Well, it's duck, cut loose. Bad boy, mow with an attitude.
Welcome back to the College of Southern Idaho. CSI in a 61-all tie with Yavapai College. Kevon Davis and the Rough Riders come to play tonight. And behind the second half play of Nadir Myers sparking them from the outside, they have trimmed what was once a 17-point CSI lead and tied this game. And another CSI turnover as Kane throws it a little too low for Livingston. Eagles, so many new faces, trying to get familiar with one another. Again, as we mentioned in the preseason, they didn't have their full complement of players at one single practice. Carpenter goes for the steal, misses it. 3-ball goes down. Tim Richardson knocks down the triples. Carpenter nearly picked it off, but ends up giving up a wide open 3. And Coach Reiner puts his hands behind his head in frustration. Phipps out front. Carpenter finds Timmy. Livingston takes the 3, in and out, halfway down. Phipps, nice rebound. Lobs it to Timmy. He'll turn and score. Walker Timmy looks heavenward and says, thank you. One of those finally went down for me. CSI down 1. What a win this would be for Kevon Johnson and CSI. Shot misses and Timmy grabs it. Kane drives, uses the screen from Phipps, can't score. Phipps tries to grab it, and it will stay with CSI. I think that went off of Phipps, but they leave it with the Golden Eagles. Rafael DePoy back in. Danilo Kojcic will take a seat. And we've got a great one here in the opener tonight. Would look like maybe a CSI runaway. And now as Phipps goes up inside, he is fouled by Richardson. Free throw for Phipps is good. Phipps now a married man. Married over the summer to Jill Lundgren on the CSI women's team. Second free throw, good. Those are going to be some tall kids with the 6'6" Phipps and the 6'3" Lundgren. Probably some tall individuals who are outstanding athletes. We'll look forward to watching those kids about 20 years from now. And to the rim goes Glasgow. Goes up high, scores it. With the contact. And free throw coming for Ray Glasgow. The visitors have a 1-point lead. Glasgow can make it 2 with the free throw. For CSI up front, it is Phipps and Timmy, Johnson, Barrett, and Livingston. Those are your 5. Glasgow's free throw's good. It's a 2-point lead. And Yavapai looking for a giant upset to start the season. CSI undefeated on the season, undefeated at home a year ago. They get Timmy wide open. Beautiful play set up. Timmy just waiting under the basket for that one. Puts it off the glass and in. The Golden Eagles tie it up. 7 minutes to go. O'Bannon gives it to Glasgow. He calls for the screen. Wide open 3. DePoy off the back rim. Tipped in. What a job going up between 2 Golden Eagles. Shot won't go, but the whistle blows. And free throws will be coming for O'Bannon, who somehow out-jumped CSI in the middle. Hard to out-jump Sam Phipps, but he managed to get a hand on the ball and go to the line. 6:41 on the clock. Ball game knotted up. Big-time free throws for O'Bannon. Makes the first. Two for 2 trip for O'Bannon. And a little bit of pressure on the defense. Gonzalez has been quiet offensively, but been a good defensive player. Livingston again to Timmy. Turns, bumped, scores. So after a slow start, it is the Walker-Timmy show in the post. Takes the bump, gets the finish, goes to the foul line. And Walker, chance to complete the 3-point play and give the Eagles the lead back with 6:26 to go. Timmy sets the feet, misses. Phipps, the offensive rebound, kicks it out. Back to Timmy. He'll spin, go to the bucket, can't finish. Wanted a foul call, nothing there. Gonzalez comes the other way. Big stop there for Yavapai. Glasgow into the lane, floats it, misses it. The tip taken down by Barrett. Golden Eagle fans are into this one with the game tied and the late going. They find Livingston on the wing. He'll drive, he'll float, he'll score. Kari Livingston, beautiful job avoiding the charge by adjusting his body in the air, gets past the defender, kisses it off the window. 2-point lead for the Eagles. Under 6 to play. Chance with the fan of defense. Gonzalez will drive the alley. Push off to clear some space and miss it. Phipps rebounds and we go the other way. Johnson surveying the floor. Loses the ball. Timmy tries to chase it down. There's a collision and it ends up in the hands of O'Bannon. They nearly lose it. And Richardson into the front court. Set up the offense as Gonzalez surveys up top. And they're going to call a foul away from the ball on Kari Livingston coming through the screen. And knocking down O'Bannon. That is the 7th foul of the half on the Golden Eagles. That will send O'Bannon to the foul line for the front end of what could be 2 free throws here to tie this game. He's a solid free throw shooter. We'll see what he does on this trip. 6'3" freshman out of Phoenix, Arizona. Perfect on the first. He'll have one more. Second one good. Johnson, the Concordia University transfer, 20-point scorer a year ago there, taking the reins of the point guard spot for CSI. Steps right into a 3, misses it. No one really picked him up, so he took the shot, can't score it. Quickly the other way, Myers a 3, no good. Falling down on the rebound, it goes out to Gonzalez. 71 apiece. 4:40 to go. Glasgow dances with it, gives it up. Deep shot is good. A gigantic three-pointer there for Richardson, and it's a 3-point lead at 74-71 for Yavapai. Eagles getting a stiff test here in the season opener. Livingston. Now into the high post. Phipps gets it back out front. Johnson, 15-footer. No. Phipps can't get a hold of the rebound. And a stop for the Rough Riders. Every possession key now, under 4 to go, and CSI down 3. The drive, the stop on a dime. That could have been a travel, no call. Phipps blocks the shot. Don't know how they didn't call the travel there. Pretty obvious stumble and travel. Glasgow kicks. Richardson knocked away from behind by Livingston. And that's a big foul because Livingston sends Yavapai back to the foul line in the bonus. And it's a 3-point game. And Coach Reinert, former Gonzaga player, played with Stockton, John Stockton back in the day. He and his team have their work cut out for him down the stretch. 3 minutes, 31 seconds to go. It's a 3-point deficit for the Golden Eagles. And we'll be back after this. Welcome back to the College of Southern Idaho. 3-point game, 3 minutes, 31 seconds to go. Just some perspective. CSI last season, 29-2, started 29-0. Yavapai, 7-23. They've lost 8 games in a row. CSI has won 18 consecutive non-conference games. And the Golden Eagles right now on their home floor trail by 3 to Yavapai. Coming over from Seward County Community College in Kansas, Kevon Johnson, the new head coach, brought in some great new talent, and they have really put it together. After getting blitzed early by CSI and falling down 17, they have steadily fought back and now hold the lead on the road and are at the foul line to extend that lead in the bonus. Big free throws coming up for Richardson. And a big 3.5 to go. And CSI, ranked number 10 in the country, tries to avoid an upset to start the season. And the free throw misses. Phipps on the rebound. So it's Phipps, Timmy, Johnson, Barrett, and Hamilton. Johnson uses that Phipps screen but can't find anything. Into the corner. Hamilton drives, floats, no. Got to a nice mid-range shot there but couldn't finish it. Under 3 to play now as they work the clock. Gonzalez sets up Glasgow. Shot clock is down to 6. He'll work against Johnson behind the back. Kick it. Open 3. Good. That is a huge, huge shot by Kieran Carr. He's got that interesting hitch in his shot. He knocks down the 3. It's a 6-point game. And that's a big-time bucket right there. Hamilton, he's got an open 3. He misses the open 3. And coming the other way is Yavapai, which suddenly is looking at a huge upset to start the season. 2:20 to go and counting as they come across the timeline. Undefeated regular season a year ago. Golden Eagles in danger of losing their opener this season. They put together a great group of incoming freshmen and transfers. It's been a shaky preseason of just trying to keep guys on the floor and get them on the floor. Timmy and Hamilton both out there have missed most of the preseason, been struggling with injury. And a big moment here. Eagles down 6, 2:04 to go. Free throw goes. Jason Carpenter's going to come in for the first time tonight. The Splash Twins are on the floor together in Barrett and Carpenter as they need some offense here late. So Hamilton will take a seat. He's just limited coming back from that Achilles, just not quite himself, doesn't have the same explosion and quickness he'd normally have. Hopefully we'll get to see that as the year goes along. Free throw goes for Glasgow. It's an 8-point game with 2:04 to go. What a big upset this would be for Coach Davis and his program. Big underdogs coming into the night. Barrett, down low to Timmy. Gets him up in the air and scores, and they call the foul late. The referee under the basket did not call the foul. The referee out front calls the foul. It did look like Timmy took some contact as he went up there, and they reward him with a free throw. 73-79, so that's a big bucket. Free throw necessary here for Timmy to trim that deficit down to 5. CSI going offense, defense substitutions. Carpenter takes his seat, and Dale Griffin, number 2, the freshman, checks in. Carson, California product. Big free throw for Walker. It is good. And now Timmy will check out, and Kari Livingston comes in. And CSI trying to match up here. Yavapai basically going with all guards and wings. There's no big men on the floor. They lost their starting big man earlier. Near steal for the Eagles, knocked out of bounds. Nice defense by Johnson. It's a 5-point game. We got a timeout by Coach Davis and Yavapai, and we'll take it and be back right after this.
No. Come on, where is it?
Dave, it's your Idaho Central app here. Any chance you're missing a debit card? Let's get that taken care of for you. With ICCU's card control, you can turn any card off with the tap of your finger.
You've got it.
And back on again. Ow, 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 ow. The closest Idaho Central Credit Union branch is in your pocket.
What a way to open the season here on the Scenic West Athletic Network. CSI in a tight one and trailing by 5 right now. 1:52 to go on the clock. It's going to be an uphill climb for the Golden Eagles. Yavapai ready to inbound. Kieran Carr, number 12, will inbound it. He's a sophomore from Raleigh, North Carolina. Gets it into Gonzalez. They trap him along the baseline. Good trap by the Eagles. He loses it out of bounds. Okay, we got a timeout. Coach Davis seeing his player trapped on the baseline. And they give him the timeout. He lost the ball off his leg. Would have been CSI basketball, but they say timeout first. So big play there. Yavapai keeps it. Coach Davis will try to come up with something to get his team into the front court. 79-74. And we'll keep it right here. Season opener tonight, CSI women won by 49. They're ranked 4th in the nation. And the ICCU Invitational getting underway. More action tomorrow night. Women's game at 5 o'clock, men's game at 7. Join us right here. .148 to go in this one. Eagles in desperate need of a turnover. Shahid Mohammed comes into the game with his length. At 6'10", the Seton Hall transfer. See what he can do for the Eagles here. Carr will inbound. They get it in the corner. Glasgow breaks the pressure, and he's fouled by Phipps. Reaches in and grabs him on the race down the floor. CSI will send Barrett, Carpenter, and Timmy in for offense and for rebounding here as Glasgow goes to the line. He was really the guy who kept Yavapai in this game in the first half. Scored 12 points. Kept his team from getting blown out, and then they've come out in this second half and just steadily trimmed that deficit till they took the lead, and now they're up 6 with 1:44 to go. And barring a spectacular comeback in the closing minutes, the Eagles of CSI are going to start this season 0-1. We'll see what they've got. So they try to give the fans an incredible late comeback. Shot is good. 7-point game. Jalen Johnson against the defensive Myers. The Eagles have got to work quickly and get a bucket. Johnson, nice drive, gets to the rim. Took a bump, should have been a whistle, no call. He makes the layup. Big time shot there for Johnson. Could have been a 3-point play. They get it to Gonzalez. He's open. He drives baseline. They kick it out front to Myers, and they'll just work some clock here. CSI content just to defend here and see if they can get a stop. Down 5. Minute 10 to go. Try to bring the trap. Glasgow spins out of it. Kicks it to Myers. He steps out of bounds on the sideline. Coach Davis covers his face in his hands. Frustrating turnover for his team. 1:07 to go. 5-point game. The Eagles still with an uphill battle. Kari Livingston gets the ball. Races into the front court. They poke it away from behind. And do they call a foul there? They did. And in the bonus, that's going to be free throws for Kari Livingston. That looked like just a clean poke away from behind. That California defense let them pass you and knock it away. And they knocked it right out of bounds, but the whistle blows. And Livingston gets free throws with the clock at 1:03. First one is good. He can trim it to a 1-possession game with a shot here. The Eagles continue to go offense and defense. Alan Kane in. Sam Phipps is in. Dale Griffin is in. Livingston's free throw is good. 3-point game, 1:03 to go. Eagles don't have to foul, just need to get a stop. Carr nearly loses it out of bounds on the spin. Oh, he traveled, they call it. In a little bit of a hurry, Kieran Carr gets into the front court, tried to come to a stop and just drug that pivot foot, and CSI gets the turnover they needed. 57 seconds to go, 3-point game. Here come the Eagles. They were down 8 not long ago at 79-71. They've trimmed it to 3. Barrett's in, Carpenter's in. You've got your three-point shooters. Johnson can shoot it. He'll take it. He'll miss it. And on the run out, Glasgow knocked away. His team will keep it. Johnson knocked it away and thought he might have knocked it off of Glasgow's leg, but it stays with Yavapai. And again, 3 guys go out, 3 guys come in. Eagles looking to have some length and athleticism on the defensive end here. 44 seconds in the game, 26 on the shot clock. Quickly to the lane goes Glasgow. Blocked away by Phipps. They're going to count it. Phipps coming from behind, spiked that ball off the backboard. And it's a goaltending call. That's a big one. Phipps will come out frustrated with himself. An athletic play to get up and block that, but it's called a goaltend. Livingston to Johnson. Eagles got to go quickly now. Three-pointer. Barrett. No. And a foul on the Eagles with 31 seconds to go. Down 5. So they gave themselves a chance. Got it to 3. But unable to get any closer here. Johnson's potential game-time 3 came off the rim. And now down 5, and free throws for Kieran Carr. What an effort by Yavapai, who trailed this game big time in the first half. It looked like a typical early season home non-conference runaway for CSI in the early going. Kari Livingston will take a seat. Carr hits the first free throw. It's a 6-point game with 31 seconds to go. Some fans starting to head for the exit. Second one's good, and it's back to a 7-point game. Johnson into the front court. Eagles got to go quickly. He's taking way too much time. They're going to call the foul on Nadir Myers. Looked like Timmy set a screen, thought it might be an offensive foul on the screen, but instead it's a foul on Myers. And Timmy goes to the foul line. The McNeese State transfer. Some big free throws here. And he's good on the first. One more for Walker. And try to trim it down to 5, and he does. And he'll head out, and Phipps will come in. CSI going to press and try to get a turnover here. They trap him in the corner, and they get the steal. Johnson, Carpenter, open 3, no, way short. May have been partially blocked. Eagles had a chance there in the late going, got a nice steal. Carpenter with a look at it. And CSI just poor shooting in the second half after shooting it really well, pretty well to start the game. CSI shot 46% in the first half, held Yavapai to 29, and that has just changed here in the second half. Yavapai has really settled down, not been overwhelmed by the game and the situation, and shot the ball much better in the second half, and CSI has struggled to make shots. Timmy, Barrett, Carpenter, Johnson, and Kane are the 5 for CSI. Down 6, now down 7. Johnson will push. 3 ball, Carpenter good. With 10 seconds to go, he'll cut the lead to 4. Probably too little too late, but the Eagles will take the timeout, see what they can pull off with 10.5 seconds to go. We'll take the timeout and be back on the Scenic West Athletic Network. Well, the Golden Eagles of CSI need Miracle Max right now. They're down 4 with 10 seconds to go. It's going to take a lot to get this one. After a bumpy second half, made a great effort to come back here in the late going, but unless they can get a turnover here, and they get a tie-up, and it goes to CSI. So first step of the miracle is good. We'll see if the Eagles can have fun storming the castle as they take another time out. 87-83, 8 seconds to go in this one. We'll take a timeout and be back on the Scenic West Athletic Network.
My name is Lisa, and I smoked for 16 years before I finally quit. When I was a smoker, I didn't want to do things that wouldn't allow me to smoke. I never went on a field trip with either one of my children. All the field trips to the zoo, I missed all of that because that little round stick was controlling so much of my life. Now I can do any of that stuff. It doesn't matter. Call 1-800-QUIT-NOW or visit projectfilter.org.
Eight seconds on the clock as we come back here live at CSI Gymnasium. 87 for Yavapai, 83 for CSI. Eagles down 4. You'd feel a little better about things if you were down just 3 and maybe had a little better chance to knot this game with a bucket. They get it into Timmy. He'll lose it, and that's going to do it. He'll dribble it out. And Yavapai has come in and upset the 10th-ranked College of Southern Idaho. 87-83 is your final score. Coming back from a 17-point deficit, Yavapai shocks the Golden Eagles and gets the victory. CSI still trying to kind of find the rotation, get guys back and healthy, and they just did not play very well down the stretch and left themselves a big deficit they couldn't quite overcome. Back in action will be the Golden Eagles tomorrow night. We'll be back right after this for our post-game show. See if we get a chance to visit with Coach Jeff Reinert and bring you some final numbers from this one as Yavapai pulls off the upset against the College of Southern Idaho, 87-83. We'll be back right after this.
Fishers has been the most proactive team that we've worked with in making sure that our technology needs are met. Before Fishers, we had a lot of different vendors for our phones, IT, printers, and now that we've been with Fishers, it's been much easier to deal with issues and get us up to speed. They're very upfront and honest about what the charges are, what the expectations are. They've done what they've said they would do, and in the time frame and at the cost they said they would do it. And once we realized how their team works and is as proactive as they are, it's been a great process, and I wish we would have done it sooner.
My name is Angie, and I smoked for 25 years before I finally quit. Honest attempts, I would have to say at least a dozen. I've smoked all my daughter's life. Even said that she'd give up her birthday presents if I quit, and that broke my heart. I don't feel like I have that ugliness tethered to me anymore, and the only way to get rid of it is to go through some discomfort for a little while, and trust me, the discomfort is completely worth it. Call 1-800-QUIT-NOW or visit projectfilter.org.
Mendez. A lot of the people that I've gotten the chance to work with come in here for mostly pain. My sister had some troubles with her neck, and she wanted to try the CBD pain oil drops that we have. My dad also has like some knee problems, and he was like, I don't think it's gonna work. And then he tried it, and then I don't think he wanted to admit to me that it worked. So he would just tell my mom like secretly, like, hey, like, can you tell like Shelly that you need the CBD? But it's for me. I mean, this stuff works.
Welcome back to the College of Southern Idaho season opener. Final score, Yavapai with the upset win, 87-83 over the CSI Golden Eagles. Coach Reinhardt is with me.
I got no sound.
How's that? Let's see. Nothing still. I can hear you.
Okay, all right, sounds good. I can hear you.
We'll go with that. Not quite the opener you wanted. Second half, your team struggled a little bit. Just thoughts on the night.
Yeah, we just struggled to defend them. I think number 2 was a problem. Got downhill on us. Created a lot of offense for them. We just needed to do a better job at defending. Wasn't our best effort by far in that second half. Ball didn't move as much as we usually like it to move, so that was a struggle. But I mean, I knew we were going to be a little bit of a work in progress because we just haven't had, all the guys in practice that were going to play significant minutes for us. And so we just got to get better.
Your team really came out of the gates sharp and scored quite a bit early, built a 17-point lead. Did you like the start to that first half?
Well, I think Yavapai probably believed that they shouldn't be playing with us, and then the more they got comfortable, the more we let them get comfortable, the better they played. So we just had problems matching up with them. So we got to figure out a lineup. Jordan Hamilton had good minutes, but it just he hasn't been in practice, and he can only play one possession. And then when we tried to play small, it was hard. He was effective at times, but we just got a lot of work to do. We didn't handle it right. We didn't move the ball. We just need to move it better.
Walker Timmy's missed so much of the preseason with injury. He really struggled early in the game with his touch around the hoop, but really settled in down the stretch and was big for you in trying to make that comeback. Just thoughts on his opening night?
Well, it was rough start. It didn't really hurt us. I mean, we missed a couple buddies there that we need to do a better job at. But yeah, his physical conditioning is. He played 24 minutes and he was gassed. I mean, that's it. And Jordan Hamilton played 13, and he's got a ways to go. He has not had reps in practice, and it's been difficult because his Achilles been sore, and so the chemistry just isn't right yet. We've got a lot of work to do. We got our hands full tomorrow. It's a Northwest team that gave everything to Lee that first half, and so we've got a lot of work to do. Burning midnight oil to get this thing right.
Okay, well, best of luck with that. We'll see you tomorrow night.
All right, thanks.
Thank you, Coach. CSI head coach Jeff Reinhardt, grateful for his time post-game as the Golden Eagles go down in their season opener, 87-83. We'll be back tomorrow night as CSI plays Northwest College, 7 o'clock game for the men. Women are on the court at 5 o'clock, so join us for that as well. We're grateful for you being with us here on the Scenic West Athletic Network. For our camera operator, Parker Paul, I'm Mike Christensen. Have a great evening.